Starting with the political hierarchy, health and education of the population are considered to be the most effective drivers of economic growth of a nation. A progressive nation, therefore, in progressive nations, therefore, universal and equitable access to health and education form an integral part of political mandate and social agenda for socio-economic development of the community, in which the UAE is one of the forerunners. I'll skip the first two slides, which are principally thanks to the organizers and the Alim Business Group for the opportunity. Now, coming to having had the opportunity to develop a postgraduate medical education and super specialty hospital in Jammu and Kashmir of the Indian Union during 70s and 80s, and another 16 centers of excellence in health and medical education in the Indian subcontinent during the next decade, I had the privilege to serve this progressive nation as a principal advisor, health policy and hospital affairs to the Ministry of Health for more than a decade, from early 1994 till 2004. Now, while in the Ministry of Health, I was responsible to advise the ministry in defining its mission and formulating its health policies and strategies. During this period, I had the opportunity to initiate health sector reforms with a focus on structural reforms in the Ministry of Health, mobilization of additional financial resources for the health sector through mandated voluntary and social insurance programs, and promotion of the private sector to complement the public sector in delivery of healthcare, including autonomization of districts, including formulation of Abu Dhabi Health Authority and also Dubai Health Authority. I also had the opportunity to chair the technical committees of the Ministry of Health for development of 9 hospital projects and modernization of the extension of 7 multi-specialty hospitals within the 7 Emirates from Abu Dhabi to Ras Al Khaimah. I also participated as a member of the Joint Technical Mission for 3 major hospital systems gifted to Kingdom of Morocco and Republic of Pakistan. All these above projects were meticulously managed, completed and commissioned as specified and on time. The objective of my presentation this morning is therefore to share some of the cardinal issues that are vital to the industry as an engineering niche area of consulting services, to bring all the stakeholders on the same platform and the level of understanding about the ultimate goals and development of most efficient and cost-effective solutions for project planning and development through project management. Now, many investors desirous of entering the industry set the objectives and investment decisions on the basis of their vision and mission. The role and responsibility of consulting services therefore assume greater significance and responsibility to perceive and define the vision and mission of the stakeholders with utmost precision and objectivity, and provide the most efficient and contemporary solutions to achieve such goals. Now, project management is defined as the discipline of organizing, managing and coordinating resources for project planning and development in such a way that the project is completed and commissioned within the defined scope, quality, time and cost constraints. I'm repeating some of the things that His Excellency had already mentioned, and I believe that these are fundamental issues that must be repeated. Project management implies application of knowledge, skills, tools and techniques to achieve the objectives just defined and to meet the needs and expectations of the stakeholders. Historical landmarks. Interestingly, project management has been practiced since early civilization. In 90s, civil engineering projects were generally managed by creative architects and engineers themselves. For example, very interestingly, 1st century BC, Vitruvius, he was the first project manager globally, 90 BC. We had then Christopher Wren, we had Thomas Telford, and we had Ismail Kingdom Brunel. It's very important for us to actually glance through what they have achieved, and I'll just show you what they had done, and this presentation will be available on the net so that you can download it and see it. We also had Sir Christopher Wren, that is an English anatomist and astrologer who became a project manager late in life. We had Thomas Telford, a Scottish civil engineer who really developed infrastructure and road networks through project management. And lastly, we had the Istanbul Kingdom Brunel, who also was an English mechanical and civil engineer who set the trends for project management. Historically, we had the forefathers of project management. Very importantly, we had the Henry Gantt, called the father of planning and control techniques, famously known as Gantt chart, as the project management tool. And then we had Henry Foyle for his creation of 5 management functions which constitute the body of knowledge associated with project management. Historical landmarks again, both Gantt and Foyle were known to be the followers of Frederick Wilson Taylor theory of scientific management, the forerunner of modern project management tools, including work breakdown structure and resource applications. 1950s marked the beginning of modern project management era, with the project management was recognized as a distinct discipline in schools of business, architecture, and engineering. 2 mathematical project scheduling models were developed at this point of time. It's very important to know that these models were critical path method was developed at this point of time as a joint venture between DuPont and Remington Rand for managing plant maintenance projects. We also had program evaluation review technique, the PERT charting, Booz Allen and Hamilton and Lockheed Corporation for the US Navy Polaris missile submarine program.